crowd wants some love from their Knicks. One thing you notice, Doris, both these teams very strong on the backboard.
And that's about effort, right? There's got to be a willingness to mix it up physically, to be able to work hard. And you see teams that are not afraid to scrap and claw. Hey, that's how I play.
I love rebound. You did play that way, that's right. But you love rebounders, don't you?
I do, because I think it takes commitment. You've got to continue to work. You know bodies are flying around in there. It's not for the faint of heart.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Chicago right now, Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Gibson in at the power forward. So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Noah kicks to Rose, and he makes that one.
And how about the airtime improvisation from Derrick Rose, able to hang and finish with the defender Looney. And the one thing about Rose is that, you know, he can still get up for the big matchups. Whenever he faces another great point guard, he seems to play at his best level and loves to push himself and is willing to step up to the challenge. Let's just hope that he can eventually get back to that all-star caliber presence he had just a few years ago.
Now here's Anthony. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Out to Anthony. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Shoots from 14. Nice touch on the bank shot. Anthony's got his first points of the game.
You know, his whole career from Syracuse to the NBA, Melo has always been dynamite in the mid-range.
Lopez a screen. Rondo against Rose. The shot by Butler, nobody around. A second chance effort and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. That's on Joakim Noah.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Bulls shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Robin Lopez signed a nice 4-year contract in the summer of 2015. And, you know, for a player who's so unselfish on the hardwood, it is great to see him be rewarded.
Now here's Porzingis. Screen by Porzingis. Rose kicks to Porzingis. Back to Rose. And again, it's New York.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And Doris, you mentioned Robin Lopez's unselfishness, beloved by his teammates, sir.
I don't know how you couldn't love him, Kevin. This is a guy who does all the dirty work, right? Boxes out, sets tough screens, backs him up at the rim. You know, he doesn't need the ball either. A great offensive rebounder. He'll just create his own opportunities. There isn't a player in the league who doesn't love playing with a guy like that.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Rondo dishes to Butler. Gibson passes to Butler. It's stolen by Anthony. And here we go. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
You know, that was a nice find by KP. Saw the open man. He was on time, on target with the pass. Perfect.
Bulls trail by 7. Outside Rondo. Shot from the wing. Knicks with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the dunk by Rose.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
You know, that was well done. Those are the types of plays that will allow them to not just hang on to the lead, but extend it.
Now, here's Butler. Wade, right side. Here's Gibson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, that's just great teamwork. Sharp assist, nice shot. Boy, love it when it comes together.
Rose in the post. He's covered by Rondo. Rose can't hit.
And even though it didn't go down, he did some nice work to get that inside.
Rondo's shot is good. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Rose kicks to Anthony. Pass to Noah. To the middle. Wants to get it to Rose, and does. From deep. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And 12 points for Rose.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. And really, you got to commend the Bulls for the success they've had in the draft. When you look at that roster, you see a ton of big-minute players who were drafted by the Bulls. They've done a great job of finding players to fill roles within that team.
4 on the shot clock. Stolen by Rose. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, they seized total control of the pace practically from the opening tip, and they...
Bring it in. Take a seat. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up.
And Kevin, it really is, and every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Knicks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And with the Bulls and their draft success, a lot of it has come with picks, Greg, later on in the draft.
Yeah, the last lottery pick the Bulls had was Derrick Rose. Not a bad one there. But since then, they've drafted or made trades on draft day to find a ton of rotation players. Give a lot of credit to their scouting department for their continued success.
McDermott for 3. Connects from three-point range. McDermott's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jennings dishes to Thomas. Pass to Kuzminskis. New York moving it around. Grant against Jennings. New York, no good that time either. Bulls trail by 7. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Poked away. Tries to keep it alive. Here's Valentine. They get it back. And here we go. Jennings heading to the hoop. And he misses the fast break layup. Now here is Mirotic. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. From deep. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. New York ahead. They're up by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
When I play, I can't think about the past. I can't think about if I'm going to hurt myself, if I move the wrong way. When I'm out there, I have a free mind. I have no expectations on myself. I just know that I prepare myself well. It's no pressure.
Well, and Rose says no pressure, but I have to feel like there's at least a little bit, guys, of pressure to get back to where he was.
Yeah, I mean, league MVP in 11, once considered a cornerstone for the NBA's youth movement. Hey, with a little more luck, he may still be that.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
It feels like these guys are feeding off each other, and that's leading to having some fun and coming up with big shots.
We've got Lance Thomas, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it was controversial in Chicago, but the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg to replace Tom Thibodeau. Hoiberg played for a decade in the NBA, and at Iowa State, he was the fastest coach in school history to reach 100 wins. In Chicago, guys, it seems he's loosened the reins a bit, giving the players a little more leeway to shoot with confidence and air it out offensively.
The players have responded. Thanks, David. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Mirotic.
You know, this is the trend in the NBA. Big guys who can step away and drill it with range.
Jennings kicks to Holiday. Here's Hernan Gomez. No good that time. Great D that time from Gibson. To the middle. Here's Mirotic. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They've led by as much as 10.
Guys, I've spent a lot of time covering the Knicks, and I think the passion of this fan base is not to be underestimated. Even through some lean years, the arena stays packed. They're thirsting for a winner.
And here we go. Jennings with nobody back. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Of course, you spent a lot of time covering basketball in the Big East back at Providence. You were all Big East as well. Who are some of your favorite NBA players to come out of that terrific conference?
Well, the two guys that come to mind are Chris Mullin and Patrick Ewing. Now, I was a Georgetown Hoya fan because I love John Thompson. He's a Providence College grad. And I told Chris Mullin that he was absolutely horrified. He said, DB, how could you be a fan of the Georgetown Hoyas and all that Hoya paranoia? I said, Chris, I loved your sweet stroke, but the Hoyas were my team.
Such a physical conference, too. And I think they brought a whole new texture to the game of college basketball.
Oh, there's no question. To me, that's when I became a fan of college basketball. I chose Providence College because I was a Big East fan.
Kidding.
Oh, no question about it.
I think about Dave Gavitt, too. The late, great Dave Gavitt. I know you knew him, you respect him. His legacy lives on.
You know, Kevin, the thing about Dave Gavitt is he's one of the rarest type of individuals, those with vision.
Well said.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
To the inside, here's Wade. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now here's Rose. 12 points for him. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Anthony. 5 on the clock. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Mirotic has got his 3rd rebound on the night. To the paint, here's Wade. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wade's got 6 points.
You know, you've got to give the nod to that setup. Very nice assist. Makes that basket so easy.
Screen by Porzingis. And it's Rose penetrating. Out to Anthony. The pass to Porzingis. Here's Anthony. 6 points for him. Off the pick. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Oh, you can't give Carmelo Anthony a lane to attack like that.
Bulls trail by 12. And here's Rondo. Outside Gibson. Clock at 6. Back to Rondo. The high post shot. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Yes, Taj Gibson.
1:39 left in the first half of basketball. Outside Rose. Rose double teamed. Porzingis passes to Carmelo. Here's Hernan Gomez. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Taj Gibson picks one up.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
The Knicks making a switch here. O'Quinn's checked in. Then for the Bulls. Lopez, he's checked in for Gibson. And it's Doug McDermott in for Mirotic. Rondo against Rose. Rondo kicks to Lopez. Clock at 6. Back to Rondo. From the arc. Unable to get that one. And New York the other way now.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
There's the pick. And the wide open shot from Rose. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Rose has got 14.
You know, he's been so accurate from the floor tonight, really helping them stay ahead.
It's stolen by Rose. And now Rose running the floor all by...
That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that?
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
You know, why waste any time? When the floor's that open, you might as well take it all the way home.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Now here's Butler. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Lopez kicks to Butler. Can't hit from 12.
You know, that kind of miss can rattle your confidence. He knows he should have had that one.
Good. Lee's got his first points of the game.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Oh, no.
Oh, my. How did he hit that shot? How in the